Welcome back everybody to LYXE Crypto. Thank you for being here today. I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time now, but I'm finally getting around to it after doing a little bit more research. We're going to talk about why I really haven't made that video yet, and we'll look into that in a moment. But first things first, I want to talk about what we're going to be doing once we hit that 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because we're getting close. I'm in the high 800s right now, so I need to be prepared for when we hit that 1,000. I want to give $1,000 worth of Cardano away to some of my first subscribers, and just appreciation for you guys being here and supporting the channel and commenting and liking below. So before we get into Luxo, which is a fantastic project, by the way, I want to talk about the details of the giveaway. So here's what I need from you guys to do. I've actually changed my mind on how I'm going to structure it. Instead of giving $500 away to 5 people and $100 away to 5 different people and $500 away to 1 lucky winner, I think I'm just going to go ahead and give $250 worth of Cardano away to 4 winners. I think it's evenly spread out. I think that gives people who win a chance to actually get a decent, chunk of change there. So what I need you guys to do is, if you want to qualify for this giveaway, well, number one, you have to have a Cardano address, because I'm not going to be giving away, Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything else. This is going to be strictly in Cardano. We're going to give away $1,000 worth at whatever the price is at the time or around the time of the 1,000 subscriber. So you have to have the Cardano address. To qualify, what you need to do is you need to go and you need to watch any of the Cardano videos that I've made in the past, or any that I'm going to make from here on out, and you need to leave a comment. It needs to be an original comment, and so no spams, no bots. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a random comment generator giveaway. So I don't know which video I'm going to pick to do the giveaway, but I'm going to stick with probably one of the ones that's got a decent amount of comments, so we can get a good random generator produced, and we can give that away. So I'm excited to do it. It's my way of appreciating you guys, and thank you for being here and watching and subscribing. If you want to support the channel, the best thing you can do is just subscribe, get someone else to subscribe so we can get up to that 1,000 mark, and leave a comment below so we can interact with each other. That's my favorite part of the day, is looking at the comments and seeing what you guys have to say. So if you could do that, that would be great. I really appreciate it. And as this channel grows, I'll be doing more giveaways. And if I ever do any sort of sponsorships, it's not going to be a paid sponsorship. I will never do that. I will never shill any leverage trading programs or anything like that. I'm not trying to make money off you guys. I just want to be able to give back to the crypto community at large. So if I ever do any sort of sponsorships, it's only going to be so that I can give that away to you guys. So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. But anyways, guys, I've been wanting to talk about Luxo for a long time. I've been holding Luxo for a while, LYXE. And it's been relatively unknown for quite some time. It's starting to get some pretty good attention because the NFT space, of course, is starting to blow up. You got all kinds of stuff going on with the NFT space, and really, guys, it's just getting started. But this project has been an underlier for a long time. There's a lot of good things at work with this particular token. We're going to go a little bit into some of that, but I want you guys, as always, to do your own research. I don't want you to invest on anything because some guy on the internet is telling you what a great project this is. You need to do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy or to not buy this particular item. I'm telling you to take a look and see for yourself what you think. And of course, comment below so we can talk about it together and with the community. But little backstory about why I even got into Luxo. So, I've said in videos before, when I watch content, I'm also reading all of the comments below, because I really believe that community can really drive the overall sentiment for what a particular project may be like. If it's got a great community, Cardano is a good one to take an example from, then it's probably got some strong backing. There's a lot of people who are really into it. And the first person I ever heard about this from was Chico Crypto. Say what you will about the guy. He's not necessarily my favorite, but he does have some pretty good content from time to time. And I just heard a quick mention of it, looked it up, didn't really think anything of it. But as I was watching more videos and a few things about NFTs, because in fairness, Chico was talking about this early last year. He said that it was going to be a big deal, and no one even really kind of knew. Well, the masses at large didn't really know what NFTs were going to be like. But I started seeing comments from people, and they started talking about Luxo, and they were talking about LYXE, and they were talking about all this stuff. And I just thought, maybe there is something to this. And I started researching it, and I knew that it wasn't going to really come to fruition until about this time this year. I was accumulating right around the $2 range, and I thought to myself, if their mainnet starts coming out around the end of Q1 2021, which is where we're at right now, I think this one's going to move. So I kind of steadily added and dollar cost averaged into this one, and I've been holding for a while. And I'm very happy to see that things are actually starting to happen. So really, it was one of the creators of Ethereum, who's been working with this, that I think is going to do big things, because they're kind of broadband, and they're covering a wide range of NFTs, which now is starting to run wild. So here's the reason why I haven't made this video yet, and I was kind of hoping that some of this stuff would figure itself out, especially as this project started to garner more attention. But there's a lot of questions about the circulating supply, and I still don't quite have an exact number on that, and we're going to look at that together so you can see what I'm talking about. First, we're going to start with CoinGecko. So the price today is $8.77. It's been doing really well lately. I think this one, and the funny thing is, and I didn't want to make this video at that time, because just a few days ago, when the market was all going down, Luxo was in the green. I mean, it was gaining. It hit an all-time high. After all-time high, it was up over $10 at one point. And I thought, wow, here's a project that's got some great fundamentals. When everything's pretty much going down and you start seeing things that are kind of gaining in that, you know that there's something special, and that people that know what they're talking about are accumulating this particular project. So the one thing that we do know is that the max supply is 100 million. And the circulating supply, we'll look at that more. We're going to have to go into CoinMarketCap to take an even better look. I usually stick with CoinGecko, but we're going to have to kind of compare some things so that we have all the information we can. I have watched the 24-hour trading volume on this go up from just under a couple of million to now, upwards of $8 million, which is a good. $8 million is not a big deal in crypto, but it's also nothing to sneeze at. So we like to see action, you guys. We like to see actions on projects. We know that way they're staying healthy. There's people buying, there's people trading and selling, and that's usually a good thing. So you can see here, it says market cap. We don't know the market cap because we don't know the circulating supply. But you can look at the 24-hour high and low. You can see there's some pretty good windows here for people who are into like swing trading, and people who can take educated guesses on whether they can just maybe sell at a new all-time high and then kind of buy back in later, and simply to increase their positions. It's a very smart way to look into projects and to create more of an asset holding if you do believe in that. But at the same time, it can be difficult, because if you sell it and it never goes back to that level, then you're just kind of end up FOMOing back in at a higher price. So it's a really tricky game. You got to watch what you're doing there and really be up on the news for that particular project if you're going to play that game. So based on today's price and the max supply, of course, that's the total fully diluted evaluation. But nobody really goes on that, because you can't really talk about that until until it is all the supply is out in the market. So we're nowhere near that with this project, I can tell you that right now. But I want to kind of come down here and look at the price action over the last 30 days. So it kind of stayed this way for quite a while. It bounced between about $1 and $2 for quite some time. It was a really good accumulation phase to get in this. I was back into this way into last year, and really it stayed here for quite some time. So there was accumulation, and then it got a little bit of a upward swing right here. More people were accumulating. Some people were selling because it had doubled from pretty much $2 to $4, and then it got a little bit of tension, and everyone's like, "Wow, this is gaining." And then you get a little action in here. You get some double tops and some things here, and more and more information was coming out about this, probably just because of the NFT hype drive. So then you get people going, Luxo, and they start looking into it, and then they start pouring into the project. So I think that this project has a long way to go. I'm not too big on price predictions because I'm not a financial advisor and I can't see the future, but I will tell you what I think is going to happen at the end of this video and where my targets are for what I would like to see this go to before I start, exiting out of this project to about a 50% take. I'm gonna hold 50% long term, and I'm gonna take some profits. I'm gonna take some good profits on this once we hit some targets. So why don't we go over? Oh, by the way, one more thing to mention. This really isn't on very many exchanges. You can see I was buying mine on KuCoin, and holding it on KuCoin. You can see it is on Uniswap, and really none of these are tier 1 exchanges as far as a centralized anyway. Of course, Uniswap, the number 1 DEX in the world, but you guys, eventually when this garners more price action in here, it's going to get the attention of more centralized exchanges, and that allows more trading volume to happen on that particular asset as a whole. So I do think that this is going to hit other exchanges. So, even though it's had a pretty big price pump and everything, it's still relatively undiscovered, and those are the projects you want to be in, and those are the ones that give you the most opportunity for gains before they grow, before they hit the Binances, before they hit the Coinbases and some of those major top tier exchanges. So worth taking into a look for yourself. That's why I say do your own research. Let's go over here to CoinMarketCap. So here we go. It talks right here about the circulating supply, almost 4 million. But at the same time, the reported circulating supply is right around 15 million. So I think this is more accurate. I can't say for sure, but this is probably more accurate of a release. So we're looking at about 15% of this being released. I know that when I first got into this, they were reporting there was only a few million in circulation, and the market cap was under 5 million. That was another reason why I got into that. I thought, okay, that's a pretty low cap thing compared, with the names involved in this. That's why I kind of took a chance and thought I'm gonna start stacking this over the long haul. You see, and then we go down over here, and it talks about, we have different trading volumes. I think CoinMarketCap is lagging behind CoinGecko a little bit on that. People say sometimes the opposite, but I like to go with CoinGecko. The market cap rank is only 486, so it's got a long way to go until it even gets to the top 100. That would be, and I do think this is a top 100 project. I really do. I think we'll see that this year. So it's got a long way to go as far as growth that way. So if we look at the market cap, it's saying it's about 33 million. So, based on, I guess, the price of where it's at and what they're claiming the market cap valuation is right now, you can kind of do the math and figure out that, we're somewhere between that circulating supply and the reported circulating supply. So that's really all we want to do as far as talk. And you can look at stuff like this. That's full on, hockey stick kind of stuff. So I do think that this might cool off a little bit before it goes on its next run. But with the NFT hype kicking in and everything being the way it is, it's quite possible that this one hits some pretty lofty targets. We're going to read about this a little bit, and I'm going to tell you what really got me into this project and thinking, okay, I feel pretty safe being in this and putting more funds towards it on a about a monthly basis or so. Luxo, the blockchain for the new digital lifestyle, is created by former Ethereum developer Fabian Vogelsteller. If you know anything about this guy, he knows what he's doing. The fact that he is involved in this project really is what got me interested in it, because they're going to be doing some pretty big things, and I think this is actually going to, some people are even saying this is going to be like the ETH 2.0 version before ETH 2.0 even gets here, because of all that they're trying to implement on this. Really big things coming. Author of ERC20 and ER725, developer of Web3s and Mist browser. Luxo is a multiverse blockchain network where the worlds of fashion, gaming, design, and social media intersect. It's pretty lofty goals right there. Luxo focuses on bringing blockchain to the masses. That's what we like to see. Through its smart contract-based blockchain, industry involving standards, processes, and an innovative new direction of centralized applications. So they're going to be involved in a lot of different kind of NFTs. I know that they're involved in fashion. I know that they're involved in gaming. You can imagine on some of those games, like let's take Fortnite, for example, people buying and selling the skins, and as they start to move towards, cryptocurrency and blockchains, the buying and selling and trading, the marketplaces for people to be able to interact with these kinds of things. That's a good market to be in. There's billions and billions and billions of dollars involved in just gaming alone. So if they can get involved in fashion, if they can get involved in any sort of those things, and they have these non-fungible tokens that, really carry a certain amount of authenticity with them, I think there's a long way to go with the market that they're targeting, and the fact that they've got Fabian in there, and they're going to be doing some big stuff on Ethereum, and maybe even lowering gas fees, or just having interoperability be a little easier and smoother and less expensive than what you see on like the Uniswap marketplace. So do your own research, guys. Take a look at this and tell me what you see in the comments below. I'm very curious. I know that this is going to definitely be getting a lot more attention as things go on in this early part of 2021 here. My personal price targets, guys, I'm really looking to see a $20 to $25 Luxo. I think that the market cap where it's at right now can really handle it. The fact that the max, even if we were to go by this number here, the max supply that's out there is about 15 million. So it's going to grow for the long haul. This isn't like a get-rich-quick scheme. This isn't a rug pull kind of situation. There's too many big names involved. There's too many big things going on with this project to be having to worry about that kind of stuff. So, once we hit about the $20 to $25 range, I am going to be slowly kind of cost averaging out of this up to 50% of my holdings, and the rest I'm going to keep for long term, because if they can do what they're trying to do, and in a healthy bull market, I really could see Luxo ending up at $100 or more. Now, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but that's the way I was thinking when I got into this. And if that's the case, I'm looking at a pretty solid project for my portfolio. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think. I really think that many people are going to be surprised, and a lot of people haven't heard about this, but you're going to hear about Luxo eventually. They've been slowly developing. This project's been around for a little while, so it's not just the newest, greatest thing and all that DeFi craze, which is, DeFi is cool and everything, but there's just a lot of scams out there. Speaking of scams really quick, guys, if you're watching some of my other videos, you'll maybe notice that there are scammers out there. I didn't think that my channel would get there at this point because I'm so new to this and we don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet, but I've seen in the comment section some people, trying to do their normal average scams, and that doesn't really work in the crypto space. But it must work to some degree, because they're still doing it, and they're even targeting smaller sites like myself. So please be careful. Don't ever give anybody your money. Don't ever give them your wallet addresses or your keys or anything like that. Obviously, it goes without saying. Just don't give anybody your information to your exchanges or any of that stuff, because they're gonna scam you. There are sharks in the water, and they're out hunting, guys. So please be careful. I saw in one of my Cardano videos some guy saying, please send some Cardano to this address and you're going to be entered to win a $100,000 Cardano giveaway. Bullcrap. Don't fall for that stuff, you guys. There's a lot of new people in the crypto space, and I'm very concerned about them, because I remember what it was like when I was new, and things are different now. Things are moving faster, and there are definitely people out there trying to take your hard-earned money and your hard-earned crypto. So please keep that in mind. That being said, thank you very much. Let's all have a great evening. We'll see. It's Sunday evening here today. I believe it's February 28th, and we're heading into March. So we'll see. There's been quite a bit of volatility. I did see this coming, and nothing that's unhealthy or out of the norm. I'll tell you that, guys. Don't be spooked out of the markets. Yes, there's pullbacks. These are healthy. We need to have this 30-ish or so percent pullback in Bitcoin, so we can move upwards and onwards from there, because there are still people who are accumulating. There are still a lot of institutional investments pouring in, and every time there's a pullback like this, that it's kind of their opportunity to jump in if they feel like they were kind of late. So keep that in mind, you guys, and try to follow the trends and kind of just hang in there with the big boys. That's what we're all trying to do, is make a little bit of money here for our overall well-being in our portfolios. So thank you so much. I'll see you later.